everybody, and welcome back to the Crimson Furry Estate. Alrighty, so in this episode, we're gonna be continuing right from where we left off. We're gonna be doing a lot of off-camera farming, because I don't want to bore you guys with the simple stuff. But one thing I did want to bring up is, I believe in the previous episode I mentioned that we are using a reworked black cat given to me by Master Melee. I believe I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. I'm bad with names. But in the previous episode, I did have it installed. However, I did not have it installed correctly. However, this time we do. Basically, I still had the OG Black Cat installed as well, so it wasn't working properly. Luckily, we didn't really use Scratchy in the previous episode, but we're going to be using Scratchy in this one. Maybe not at the moment, but I think it'd be fitting if Scratchy were to go to the graveyard. After all, Scratchy has been talking about the graveyard for quite some time now. So, basically it reworks all of the abilities, makes him a little bit more fair and balanced, and also lowers Death Blow resist. Considering the whole second chance thing, I think that's fine. But we're going to be going to the ruins, and we're going to be birding up. So I believe this team should actually just be like really solid. Anointed has a bit of healing, has a bit of guard, has mark synergy, and has self-healing synergy. Old Glory, the Arbiter, obviously does plenty of damage, has mark synergy, and can buff someone else up. The Prefect is a little bit of an odd cookie. He's not going to work quite how we think he is. He's basically a huge debuffer. But we're going to take the Ruler. You can never go wrong with the stun chance. Disrupt, hey, it's just good. Power Play, because a mark, it's just always nice. And, of course, TikTok, which is going to give us more crit chance and speed. Should be good. Then, with the Resonant, she has all of her abilities, but from the looks of things, she basically, like, stresses herself out like crazy. So, she's going to take some getting used to, I think, but regardless, should be good. And I do want to bring out a lot of viewer characters in this one. I know we've been kind of hit or miss with viewer characters coming out so far, but that's just because we're barely starting the series, and we're trying to get everybody leveled up. After all, we do have 37 characters, and there's still more to go. So, let us begin the farm. Hello. Okay, so, I was given this idea by Caius, which, as you know, may or may not be the leader of the Darkspawn, but I was given the idea. Apparently, the Gourmet can get a special food item from killing stuff with obliterate scraps. So we're gonna give it a try. It's very, very bad if you don't have someone who has a mark, so we do. And we're gonna see how it goes. And hopefully, if all things go according to plan, the Gourmet is gonna be able to get us some extra gold from fights, while the Practitioner is gonna be able to get us some extra gold from looting stuff. So I don't want to get... Well, this isn't gonna do too much damage, but 9 damage is still fairly good. Invoke an Enra won't do too much damage, so that should be fine. Obliterate scraps. Alright, we're gonna hope that worked. Oh, I forgot to lower the torch. Oh, no. Okay, you know what? That kill, technically that kill does not count. Technically, it doesn't count. Alright, out of the whole series, 1 kill doesn't count. A little bit of gun damage there. Okay. Oh. Well, that does kind of suck. I wonder, if we use it on a corpse, you think it'll count? I mean, we hit both corpses, so if we get 3 things of food, then we know why. Okay, so that is something to keep in mind, though. We're not going to be able to mark the person in the first position. Being at the job. Actually, why don't we, yeah, get a little bit of food in there. Okay, you were stressed out a little bit. Look, I understand eating a skeleton, not exactly the most fun. Okay, well, we did get an artifact of vault, so we didn't get one of the special food items just yet. But that's basically how the combo will go. So we'll see. Ideally, it's going to get us a lot of gold, but you never know. And because of that, we have every reason to check every single curio ever. Alrighty. I know you're curious to see where we ended up. So, what did we get? We ended up with 22k gold, which is not bad at all. Oh my, known cheat, imposter syndrome, but she is rooted. Ooh. I mean, hey, 22k is not bad at all. However, I do feel like the practitioner gave a bit more gold than the gourmet did, but even with that, that's still a lot of just bonus gold, especially considering this was a 1 camp ruins run at level 1. 22k is actually kind of huge. The blood collector arrives. Drained bodies of townsfolks everywhere. Something lurks in the courtyard. Something is amiss. Plot quest, blood drive. Always fun. Anyone new? Technically, yes. Okay, so I wanted to use the class. However, it's not in English yet, so I decided to use the skin. Now, what I'm about to show you, it's a little on the lewd side. It's a bit better when you're in combat, and I'll show you in a minute. But I'm just saying, this would be the perfect vampire. Of course, it does look much better when we're actually in combat. I don't know where her clothes go when we're just kind of hanging around, but you know what? We're just gonna ignore that. We're just gonna ignore it for the moment. All right, let's see. This is for the Wildcat. See, okay, issue. We don't deal fire attacks, so her debuff for the fire attacks, kind of not doing a whole lot yet. But we can go after the Baron, whatever we choose, and we can also go after the Lesser Kraken, and then we also have the Blood Collector to go after as well. So we actually have a lot of quests in the courtyard. Like I said, though, our goal for this episode is to go into the pet cemetery and possibly to go kill a fish. So we're gonna see how that goes. Still got a little bit more farming to do, but for you, hopefully, we're like under 10 minutes. Maybe. If I did it correctly. Alright, I know you don't believe me. So, let me show you. See, look at that. That's much better. And you thought I was crazy. So, obviously, it is just the abomination. But, that's fine. Now, I am trying to bring out a team just to get both a little bit of Cove progress and a little bit more levels. I'm actually going to go for stun. Ogre of Ebrietas! Nice. So, Saw Hunter is going to be a Darkspawn because, you know, the whole immune to Crimson Curse thing. But you might be asking, hey, what's that Crusader about? Well, for one, Holy Lance, but also, we're just going to be stress healing, which is going to give us a little bit of torch, but what are you gonna do? So, big damage from Retro. Literally one health off. Very unfortunate. That's fine, though. It's less fine now, but it's still fine. There's not a single thing to worry about. Alright, big damage. Big damage. Big damage! Well, you see, I meant big damage from this. Hey, 9 damage is still pretty good. Let's try and get a bleed on both of them. Ooh, you know those land. Okay, Seaward Slash, don't even care. You think there's gonna be damage done to us? Oh, buddy, are you mistaken? Barnacle Barrier on one of the ones that is bleeding. That is perfectly fine. Go ahead and take him out. Very good. Now we should be able to put a pretty huge bleed on the Guardian. Actually, I can still hit you. 75% more damage versus bleeding, by the way. Okay, spearfishing. Hopefully no moving. Good. Good. I do so like when a plan comes together. Now you're bleeding, so you're going to take extra damage from us. Okay. Go for a regular heal right here. It heals as much as a crit heal does. Okay, more spearfishing. Oh, but we get the dodge. It's as easy as that. Okay, push you back. Not that it works. Get a little bit of a stress heal here because good old Rem is getting a little bit stressed out. Extra 75% damage. The bleed was enough. I was going to say, apparently not enough to kill. But no, it was. Just later. So, yeah, I guess she just doesn't like wearing pants while, while we're out and about, I guess. I mean, you know, if you're comfortable doing that, I guess it's fine, but, yeah. So, I mean, overall, she is fine. But, yeah. When the class does eventually get an English translation, we'll be using that instead of the Abomination reskin, but for the moment, it's good enough. Okay, I didn't start recording in time, but the freaking loading tooltip just told me that swapping to your pistol is faster than reloading. You did not just give me a Call of Duty reference in my Darkest Dungeon game. You didn't just do that. That being said. Oh. Well, that was dumb. Yeah, that wasn't very smart. Dang it, they both resisted? Really? Okay, Caius I can understand, because apparently he's not actually a darkspawn, which has thrown me off quite a bit. Well, we have 2 more tries. We have 2 more tries. Well, now you've piqued my curiosity. Well, so much for making darkspawn work. By the way, Scratchy the Black Cat with Diggs' head, Bloody Feather, all of his abilities. Uno with the Plague Rats, and Caius with the bananas, because darkspawn love themselves bananas. By the way, I just want to point out, Night Owl, Lurker, and then both of these are just really good. And, Nocturnal. Very nice. And then, of course, Bez with the Invigorating Feathers and all of her abilities. So, I'm expecting this dungeon to be relatively smooth. I ideally want to level up these 4, because these are actually the people I kind of want to bring into the pet cemetery. I think that they would just do really, really well. But gonna be a little bit hard to do that if we're not leveling them up, so that's exactly what we're doing. Ideally, we would have made them darkspawn too, but the game had other ideas. By the way, why is there a chance to resist the Eternal Goblet? It's like I'm choosing to use it, so clearly I want it, so just give it to me. But it cannot be so simple. Also, stress continues to be our absolute worst enemy in this game. Are you kidding me? They both get to go before our 11-speed cat? That's a thing that's actually happening? Fine, so be it. I'm just gonna bleed you more. Let's see. This does more crit against bleeding. Very nice. Okay, you are almost dead, but not dead enough. So we're gonna get rid of you. I'm gonna go for a heal on Scratchy. Oh my. That was minimum roll. Okay, good thing we went for a heal when we did. Man, you guys really like good old Scratchy, don't you? By the way, 2 to 4. Yeah, that was minimum roll, because technically it's 3 to 5. I'm gonna consume the corpse. That is gonna give us more loot. Always nice. Okay. I'm gonna swap. Go to electrifying, and then we are gonna go for... let's go defense. Most excellent. Secret slash, we get a little bit of lightning. How dare you! Okay, I kind of want to stun you. You are a problem. Speaking of problem, I'm noticing this team doesn't have a whole lot of damage, but we do have a lot of other things. So you know what? It should be fine. I'm really curious about what that second fight here is. It wouldn't be the blood collector, right? Surely. I thought that was going to be a Crimson Court thing. Let's try this again. Nope. Nope. God dang it. Really? There was just 2 battles. Okay, fine, fair enough. I guess it's bound to happen sometimes, but maybe I almost wonder if there's like a mod that's like, oh, 100% Eternal Goblet chance. We'll see. But getting Eternal Goblets isn't exactly easy right now, so. Whisperer from the darkness. A peculiar wanderer has arrived, bearing even stranger swords. This one tells tales inspired by blood and souls. She keeps insisting that the stars are right. And right they are, because the paradox has finally arrived. So, the paradox technically can go with either faction. And she's a furry. It's a quadruple whammy. So, reason I say she can go with either faction. This looks very Nightspawn. Wouldn't you agree? This one looks very Crimson Curse-like. Wouldn't you agree? So, not sure which one she's gonna go with, although it seems like she does have a preference based on that starting quirk. But welcome aboard! Let's see. Anybody new? No. Honestly, that's been our biggest issue that I've been running into, is just getting the people that we need. Hasn't been going very well. Wow, that would be nice. Not that we have any Darkspawn yet, but it, still would be nice. Now, Bez did get a little bit stressed out. What I think I want to do with our first blueprint, I'm really debating just going for the puppet theater, and then we can go for the, where is it? The nest. Technically, we could get the nest right now, and that wouldn't be a bad choice. I think the puppet theater is probably going to be better for the moment, though. Don't get me wrong, the nest is going to be amazing, and the earlier we can get some Dark Broods going, the better, because of that extra Resolve XP. But we're not going to see value out of it just yet, so what I think we're going to do, we're going to convert a little bit of our stuff into crests. We're going to get the puppet theater, and that is really going to help us, because right now, we're sort of struggling on the whole stress front. Not to mention, as we start to get darkspawn and stuff, the, not the tavern, the abbey is going to become completely useless to all of our darkspawn people. However, I think that the Crimson Curse people can actually still use it. Not 100% sure about that, but well, no. I'm like 60% sure that they can still use it. But regardless, it's just about time to go for the Skeleton Mage. I'm going to do a little bit more farming, and then we are good to go. Oh, wow. This would... You know what? This trinket alone tells me the practitioner has to be a darkspawn. Another dungeon, another set of people leveling. So, we did have a couple new names, one of which is Master Melee, the Paradox. Now, I am planning to make the Paradox a Crimson Curse person, which is, you know, why we're using the Crimson Curse outfit. Chalky, the Count. Unsure what I'm going to make him so far. And, yeah, that's it for new names. So, basically, going to the Weald, trying to get it a little bit sorted out. After all, we're going to have to come here one way or another. May as well do it now. And it also lets me get to experiment with some of the new classes. So, one thing I was thinking about is we're getting a ton of progress, but in my mind, it's always like that small question of like, well, but is it unfun to see like a highlight reel of all the leveling? Or should we just do like, you know, a bunch of episodes of just leveling? I'm always a little bit unsure about that. But what are you gonna do? So, this does more based on darkness. Okay, well if you resist it, that's a totally different thing. Alright, we get shanked, that's fine. Honestly, I think how I'm doing it right now is probably gonna be the best option, where it's like a bunch of leveling off camera, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe some of you guys would prefer to actually see all of the leveling being done, but my thinking is since we are so early on in the estate, it'll probably be a little bit better just to cut out a lot of the monotony of early games, so that's my thinking at least. 10 damage, not bad. We also bleed. Okay, I'm gonna go for a heal. Big heal. Oh. You know what? Lifesteal. More damage versus bleeding. I take a bite, and he bleeds. Okay, 3 for 3. Blink of Fire doing quite a bit of damage to Master Melee. Oh my god! Oh, right, the whole max health reduction thing. Right. You know what? Gotta use that Fatal Attraction next time. Really gotta use that. That's, yeah, that seems good. You know what? Let's Devour Soul. Okay. Does as advertised. It devours a soul. Okay. This is gonna heal for practically nothing. 1 health! It's a max health heal, and it healed for 1 health. That's because only 7 health, but still. Alright, let's get rid of that bleed before it starts doing too much damage. And then, let's get rid of those bodies. Or not. Huh. What in the world? Why'd we bleed? Huh. I'm really gonna have to... Oh, you have 0 health. Oh. I see. That's a problem. That's, huh. That's a little bit of a problem. Okay, Master Melee, you're gonna take a little bit of adjusting too, I feel. Just a little bit. A little bit of adjusting, yeah. A little bit of wiggle room, maybe. Uh-huh. Right. Okay, well. Maybe this time we'll actually force guard. I'm a little taken aback by that. Okay. So that's gonna take a learning curve and a half. But you know what though? It'll be fine. It'll work. That's not great. Yeah, not great. Except you're now guarding us. Enjoy. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. But regardless, yeah, basically what I was saying is I am always kind of wondering if we should be showing off all of the leveling process or just kind of showing highlights, kind of how we are. Honestly, I'm kind of preferring it this way just because we are early game. And then, you know, as we get later and later, we'll show off more and more and more. But for the moment, I feel like this is definitely the way to go. Maybe you guys feel differently, but hey, that's why I always ask questions, because you never know until you ask.
Ah, at last. We are in the pet cemetery. Excellent.
Okay, so I know there's like a dedicated path that we can go here, but I don't remember what it is, and I don't want to look up a map because I haven't been here in so long, so we bring Betsy the Warlord with the Lantern of Light and Death.
Horn Rush Sentinel, who's next? And Triumph.
Now you might be questioning, why who's next? Because everything here gets stealth from memory, so let's not have that be the case.
Vivosa, the Wildcat with the bananas.
Digs his head, which, again, we're not going to question, all of her abilities.
Caius, the Voivode with a bloodied fetish, all of his abilities.
And finally,
the Veiled
with invigorating feathers. Honiona's visage, I think.
Give to the living,
Withering Chant,
Grave Grasp,
and Death Wish. By the way, he has Nightmare Eater, which is pretty legit. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it right now. If audio sounds weird, this is gonna sound really stupid, so just bear with me. If audio sounds weird, different, you know, kind of blurry, whatever. So my headphones have been like slowly breaking is the correct term, but it's also not. So basically, you know, the two headphone cups, right? You have the left one, you have the right one, and then you have like a band that like connects them together, right? And inside of that band is like the wires, right? You're still with me so far? Okay, great. So the left headphone is disconnecting from that band because there's like a little thing of plastic connecting the headphone to the band, right? You still with me? Probably. I know I'm bad at explaining, but you're still with me so far. So the little plastic part completely broke. I don't know why. It cracked, and I was like, oh man, that kind of sucks. And then like a month later, it cracked more, and I'm like, oh geez, that really does kind of suck. And, well, fast forward to literally 5 minutes ago, it completely broke. Oh man, that kind of sucks. So the headphone, like the cup, is just hanging by only the wires, which is not good, you know, very bad. However, you know, I've always got it on hand. I put a tiny bit of cardboard, right, just in place of the plastic, and then some electrical tape, right? And then tie that bad boy up as tight as I possibly can, tug on the tape, wrap it around, tug on the tape again, wrap it around. And yeah, that's how I fix my headphones. So if audio sounds bad, it's because it's literally being held together by a tiny piece of cardboard and electrical tape. So yeah. I know that, look, what a nice story, I know, but it's what happened. We're gonna take a flower. We didn't get anything. 70%, 70%, 40%, and Vivosa Very nice. Now, I'm curious if our color changey thingy... Oh, it doesn't work here. Okay, well, fine, fair enough. I guess we can put up with some black and white for a little bit. This could be trapped, but it's not. Fox figurine, always nice. So that's going to be used for a gate. Is it this gate? Yes. In we go. The birds!
Grah! There's people in our graveyard? There's still a soul in them yet.
So I'm not 100% sure, but I'm actually thinking these 4 people will be Darkspawn. Nightspawn, Darkspawn, same thing. I'm thinking all 4 of these will be Darkspawn, which is kind of why I brought them. I thought it'd be very fitting. But, obviously, we don't have enough goblets yet, so we're not able to turn them into Darkspawn just yet, but we will. Nice. Okay. Onwards we...
Onwards into darkness.
Wait, I want that. Gimme. Dang it. Is it only a % chance? I think we're supposed to use something on them. Maybe we're supposed to use a laudanum. Oh boy. Now, I could be wrong. I seem to recall it being, like, rightwards. Although, it's been a really long time, so...
Who's to say for sure, really?
Well, there's not a gate in front of us, so that's gotta be good for something. Oh, this was a trapped one. Alright, we got terrors.
Well, nothing I cannot stop.
Ah! Okay, we didn't manage to stun it. That's fine. Ooh! Oh, that's permanent? Oh, yeah. Okay, bad dodge. Shadow mist. Oh!
How very frightening. I use the bones of the undead against you.
1 health? No! That's so unfortunate. You know what? We can finish him off, no problem, though. It'll be fine. Okay, going for a scare. Ooh. Ooh. Hang on. Alright, the audio might have fluctuated a little bit. I was adjusting it.
I'll add a piece of you to my collection.
Okay, almost got him. He's stumbling. I don't really think that does anything to him, though. However, 49% chance to crit. You love to see it.
Your vitality makes me salivate.
Okay, he's going for a scare. Boom. Very frightening.
Give your soul to me.
I know technically we want to be low health, but if I can do damage, I'm going to do damage. Whoa! Ooh, another turn.
Do it again.
Oh, Caius was like, I must assert my dominance. Yes, very impressive indeed I am. Okay, let's get into this one. Now we're just looking for a skeletal mage, so it's not exactly going to be crazy. Okay, we got an owl figurine. Time to figure out if we need it. Yes, we do. All right, we're on the right path. We're going the right way. I remember the hunter being a problem. Okay, 6 damage, not bad at all. Dive! Meh! Take that! Meh!
The bones of the fallen work with me.
Hiya! On guard!
Double slice. Meow meow. Hilarious.
Dude, I like that the Veiled will just sometimes he'll just chime in. He's like, wow,
You really do suck.
okay, here's what we're gonna do. Guard the Veiled. Okay, we got a Mega Riposte up. Trident Jab. Okay, not too much damage. You know what? We're gonna crit, and it's gonna be a kill. We didn't crit, and it wasn't a kill, but next turn it's gonna be. Uppercut! Burb down. Let's do some damage to you guys, put you a little bit more into range while also doing damage to ourselves, so that our healing is going to be a little bit more effective. He's going to go for the piercing. We're going to take 3 damage, but it's not going to be anything that we need to worry about. Observe. And if we really get into trouble, Caius can always change into a massive bat. That's not actually the one I meant to click on, but it works. We still got the execute. Even not being able to bleed, Caius just does so much base damage. It's great. Okay, ow. And in. I also don't believe that there's a chance for a Shambler to show up. Oh, wait, what? Are we already at the Skeleton Mage? Seriously? And then these guys heal from Blight. I seem to recall that being a thing. Wow, no way. We're already at the Skeleton Mage. Wow, this was a lot shorter than I remember it being. Okay, Trident Toss, no problem. Clumsy Grenade. Ha! You really are clumsy. Abide. Okay.
Wicked Slice. Yeah.
Ooh. Could be a problem. You know what?
You are under my protection.
Okay, get a kill.
They cannot hold the line.
Okay. Seems like the mage is gonna be last. Nice miss, nerd. Actually, this will cure the bleed. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, double slice. Into the nastiest riposte you've ever seen. I kind of want to stun you so you don't get a turn.
Kneel before thy new master.
Uppercut. 2 health. Not bad. Because we can always do this. Okay, you know what? Do a tiny bit of damage to Skeleton Mage. Why not? And finish him off. Look, this is gonna crit. 6% chance. It's gonna do double damage. He's dead. Well, we hit a max roll. You know what? I'll take that. That's not bad. Double slice. Ouch. Hits us for 6. Clumsy Grenade. Okay, that time it does hit. I think it has a chance to shuffle us. I'm not actually sure about that, though. But... Dude, Betsy... Betsy has come back with a vengeance. Every attack is a crit. And yes, I know it's an execute thing, but still. Oh, yeah. Now, can we keep exploring? We can. I don't really think there's anything to find, though. Well, you know what? You know what? Let's call it. Let's call it. Let's leave. We've officially breached the Darkspawn Graveyard. 4.6k gold. More stress. That's funny. Considering she's gonna be a Darkspawn, it's actually pretty funny that she's stressed out by bloodsuckers. Oh wow, Veiled, you're just wow, you're just full of awful stress. Anybody new? No.
Very unfortunate.
Okay, well, that went really smoothly, actually. No room to complain on that one. So, here's what I think we gotta do. Excuse me. I think we're either... does the Kraken give a blueprint? I don't think he does. You know what? I think we're gonna have to kill the Necromancer Apprentice. That way we could potentially get some more Necromancer stuff. Because, well, we can get a ton of blueprints later, but the issue is we need some right now. So what I think we're gonna do... Oh my god! No way! The Tattered Parasol and the Trapped Anibi? Oh, no way. In the same? Never mind. Change of plans. We need to kill the Onamazu. Like, now. Oh my god. Dude. Some of the best dodge items of Sunward Isles, and they're dropping at the exact same time? Okay, no. Change of plans. We gotta get that pronto. We cannot let that go. Issue, this fight's gonna suck. He gets buffed from blowtorch. Oh, yeah, that's gonna suck. You know what? Hang on. Uno is gonna be crazy here because less stress. Oh man, this is... We could take Kishi, who is actually one of our new named viewers. Don't worry, Kishi will do just fine. I'm certain she won't die now that she's named. You know what, actually? The damage could actually be really crazy. Slug shot. And then it's permanently in position 1. Alright, you know what? Kishi, you're up. You're gonna do great. Do we bring... Oh, we could bring, maybe not. Maybe not Old Glory. I was gonna say Old Glory could be really, really good, but... We would need a healer. You know what? There's a world we bring Kale. I think we bring Kale. And then we... Do I want to rely on frickin'... Tempest, you don't do any healing, do you? You do to yourself. Oh, wait a minute. Permanently in position 1. So that means, technically, Minecart Crash would be doing crazy damage, huh? Ah. We need a healer. Badly.
The Onamazu has been attacking and sinking ships recently. The Sunward natives will be indebted to you if your endeavor is successful.
Well, let's hope it is for our sake. Alright. We all take a tiny bit of damage. That's fine. Okay. Major Omamori. Then, open up with the slug shot. Oh my god, that's so bad! That was our big hit! We need to win this fight. Like, we really need to win this fight. Okay. Alright, here's what we do. Minus stress. But, we're in the dark now. Okay. Now... Oh boy. Okay. Look, we're gonna be alright. Everything is going to be okay. This should hit really hard, and it should put a bleed. Okay. Bleeding, very good. Let's go for a heal. Absolute max roll, you love to see that. Okay, now. 12 damage. I actually think that was a low roll. But either way, more bleed. Very good. Predatory lunge. God dang! Yeah, he's pretty much going to be critting like every hit. Alright. Big hit. Big hit. Big, 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 big. He's hitting hard, but we're also hitting pretty hard. We need to win this fight. Okay, Ocean's Wave. Actually doesn't really hit us. Torch is completely out, which we already knew that, but that's fine. Do we still have Omamori going? Yes, but it is starting to run out. Okay, on Bez's turn, we're gonna pop the minor Omamori. Okay, more damage versus position 1. 13, that is not bad at all. Okay, Noxious Spines. Oh, that's gonna be a blight. We can cure it. We brought the means. Okay, minor Omamori. Let's actually heal Bez because Kale can life steal. Okay, 10 crit. Always nice. Right. Okay, 8 damage. Not quite as big of a hit that time. That's okay. Okay, potentially some blight. Alright, we can cure that when the time comes. We can cure this now. Put some holy water. Let's reduce that stress. Okay. Big lifesteal. Big. Oh my god, that's so not good. Everything is fine. Everything is, there's nothing to be concerned about. Shoot it with the gun. That was a max roll, very nice. Okay, get rid of that. Do some holy water. Heal here so that we don't keel over. So that we don't kale over. Oh. Okay, hit hard, hit hard. Big damage. Big, 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 big. Okay, almost a max roll. You know what? We take those. We take those. Noxious Spines. Okay, on Kishi. Good dodge. That's what we like to see. Relatively small heal. That's fine. Ocean's Wave. That's going to hit all of us. Aha. Okay. Big hit. Okay, a little bit of bleed. It's gonna work its way. Noxious Spines, that's fine. He can take it, we can cleanse it. Big shot. You have such a high chance to kill. And you max roll. Prefect only. Implode / subversion removes usage limits. Well, that wasn't even close. What did we get? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Not only did we get 3.3k gold, we got the Trapped Anibbi and the Tattered Parasol. Oh, yeah. We also got a couple level 2s. Beast Slayer, that should be okay. Assuaging, Clumsy, ugh. Photomania, Strength from the Isles. The state has decided to entrust a small amount of seals to you. Each seal denotes a small amount of authority. You can view total sunward seals, blah, 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 blah. So we got 25. See, what's funny is, the more authority they give us, the more of their land we turn into vampires and darkspawn. Everything's going according to plan. Anyone new? No, shockingly not. Alright, well, not terrible. Now, can we make, no, we even need a blueprint for sunward stuff, really. Huh, well, that does throw a wrench in the works, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, but, oh, look how many sunward trinkets we have, dude. Alright, these two right here, they're gonna be insane. 40% dodge. Okay, if it, let's assume it's additive. There's no reason to believe that it is. But if it is, 80% extra dodge. If you have 10 dodge, you have 18 dodge. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but honestly, it is a lot. It's gonna add up real fast. Apparently, if we go kill the Siren, we can get the Fixated Feather, which gives us a bit of crit and resolve XP, which sounds very nice. But I kind of want to go kill the Kraken, honestly, and we still need to do a fair bit of leveling on all of our people. But I believe that's going to do it for this episode. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. All in all, we got quite a bit done in this episode. 1 level 3 and quite a few level 2s. We also got most people to level 1. Yeah, but we do still have a fair bit of level 0s. But nothing a bit more farming can't fix, huh? So what I think we're going to do in the next one, obviously we are going to do a little bit of a showcase of farming because we really need to get as much of that done as we can. But I think we're going to go after the Kraken. We might dip our toes back into the back into the Sunward Isles. And there's an argument to be made we could go to the Pet Cemetery as well. I mean, we're gonna need to anyway, because we need to clear a path to the boss, but, you know, early game, Pet Cemetery, little dangerous. Although, to be fair, the showcase that we did this time of the Pet Cemetery made it look easy. It's not. Unless you have a way to deal with stress. If you have a way to deal with stress, Pet Cemetery really isn't that bad. So, We're going to do a little bit of farming in the next one, and then we're going to go on an itty-bitty boss rush. Oh, yeah. Now, as for the actual town, we have been doing pretty okay as far as upgrades go. Weaponsmithing level 1, armor smithing level 1, furnace level 2. Let me see. The guild, both are level 2. All in all, pretty decent. I haven't really been upgrading the Abbey because I don't think we're going to get much use out of it, truthfully. And then I also did a tiny bit of upgrading to the sanitarium just so we can get rid of our temporary diseases until we're all good to go. But yeah, we're really going to need a blueprint because if we can start generating... Where is it? I think it's over here. Ah, the goblets? If we can start generating goblets, that's going to be really, really nice. But the puppet theater was... We had to get it. Like, the puppet theater was an absolute must. We just have so much stress that we're having to deal with from bringing out so many different people. It's only 10, but it was just... It's kind of mandatory for the early game. If you're doing an all-dark run, puppet theater is honestly just the way to go for the early game because... It helps. It saves you a ton of money. It saves you a ton of stress. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. And in the next one, we're gonna get a lot done. Bye.